Good evening from Tampa. Hurricane Milton is here. The eye of the storm still making its way to Florida's west coast. But Milton is already making its arrival heard with a terrifying outbreak of possible tornadoes, much of it captured on video. One in Wellington, Florida, seen crossing the highway, damaged at least 20 homes. A sheriff's office in St. Lucie County badly damaged, and most of the state right now under tornado watches. Where I am, we've been seeing tropical storm wind gusts for the last couple of hours. The rain is pouring in torrents here. Very big worries about flooding. The storm has dropped down to a Category 3 in strength with sustained winds of 120 miles per hour. Expected to hit the Florida peninsula still as a major hurricane in a very short time from now, and will generate a life-threatening storm surge of up to 13 feet in places. Sail drone video, this is shared by NOAA, showed waves in excess of 28 feet and wind gusts over 75 miles per hour. 40 nautical miles from the storm center. 12 million Floridians are under flood watches tonight as we head into this evening, and conditions are getting so bad in some areas that first responders have had to pause operations. Marissa Parra is also here in Tampa, not far from me. Marissa, what are you seeing?
Lester, it is hard to miss the rain bands and the wind gusts all around me. You can probably see behind me just how furiously that wind is blowing. Those trees over there, those very tall palm trees, leaning precariously at the side sometimes. And it has really changed over the last hour. It was not looking like this even an hour ago. If you try to look past those trees, it's actually getting progressively harder to see the words on the sign behind. And that is what we're seeing, is this conditions. This is deteriorating on the ground. We're seeing debris flying around, and this is the reason why Governor Ron DeSantis said within the hour, he's saying it is simply too dangerous to evacuate safely. He says hunker down because this storm is simply too dangerous at the moment. And Lester, I know you've seen this. St. Petersburg, in the Tampa area, those mandatory evacuation zones, they are a ghost town. Shelters are swelling up. In fact, at that same press conference, we heard close to 100,000 people estimated to be in those shelters around the state of Florida. Here where we are in Hillsborough County, we know that 6 of the roughly 24 shelters are at full capacity. And Lester, I will point one thing out. We have seen branches starting to fly. We went further out that way, getting knocked around by the wind. The lights have been flickering. 500,000 people without power in Florida. We might be among them soon. Lester?